Ladies and gentlemen, your DJ for tonight has spent hours setting up his lights. He's spent ages performing sound checks, and he's refrained from touching the buffet. Yet, he's keeping reasonably sober and is prepared to play just about anything you care to ask for. Get ready for a very special night and party celebration.
You're about to experience radio at its finest.
It's the indie scene with Bling.
This is the show that interviews the future artist of tomorrow. The indie artist today, broadcasting all over the globe. This is the indie scene with Bling.
All right, that's it. For the next 5 hours, you're my bitch.
Hey there, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to wherever you are in the world. This is Indie Scene, and I am your host, Bling, and you're tuned to IndieRockRadio.ca. And each and every week here on social media, we bring you the best of the independent music circuit from here and around the world. And of course, tonight is no different. We have got a great group here tonight. We have Chantal from Sun Freezing Cold, who's in the studio warming up in the green room right now, and looking forward to talking to her tonight and introducing her amazing music to the audience here. And you know what? I was trying to be all impressive and stuff, and I kind of, it's funny, if you notice, I'm a little bit late for the show. I was sitting there jip-japping, going away in my voice, and I'm all like impressive, you know, special effects everywhere. And realizing the whole time that I wasn't even live here on Facebook or YouTube. So basically, I was just talking to Chantal in the green room, and I said, "Hey, Chantal, were you impressed?" And she goes, "Oh, yeah, that was so cool." And I says, "Yeah, too bad I got to do it all over again because I wasn't even live." So it's pretty cool. But anyways, you know, I'm getting old, and I do make mistakes and so on, and things happen. So get ready. We have got an action-packed show for you here tonight. Some great music. Chantal, have I said Chantal's here? Yeah, Chantal is here tonight. And so get ready. We're going to find out about this cool group called Sun Freezing Cold and their brand new album here tonight on the show. I wanted to mention some other cool things happening. And last weekend, I was supposed to make it to a amazing record launch once again for Playhouse, who was officially launching their EP through RFL Records, and they were playing up in Montreal here. And I have seen the video footage, I've heard the rumors. Full packed, sold out show they had for their record launch, just amazing. And we have a little guest stepping into the scene here. He's not connecting very well, but that's okay. Little Johnny Blakemore is popping into the room here. Hey, John. Oh, we lost him. Here he comes again. Here he comes again, looking better than any camera can make him. His name is John. He's got a big slung. He's Johnny Blakemore. And once again, he disappears. That is the wonderful, entertaining world of Bling and this wonderful show we have here. So, anyways, as I was saying, Playhouse sold out show, amazing record launch. And one of the bands that was backing him up was formerly the lead singer of Special Ops. We had Mr. Sam O'Day, who was backing up Playhouse that night, and a lot of amazing people were there. Also, some great music. Coming up, we've got River Brooks. I'm going to be popping in on that one, which is a a wonderful show she's going to be doing for Ripfest here in Montreal on the 13th of August. So I'm looking forward to jumping in and getting her interview finally officially done. And she's been really doing well with her brand new album, Reformed Soul, and she has another one coming out sometime too. John, what's the name of the new album for River Brooks?
She doesn't have a name. It's just called EP.
It's just okay. It's the full extended EP. It's still the same thing, Reformed Soul.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. And but the cool thing is she got signed by an indie label and stuff like that. So she's doing quite well also. As I was saying, RFL has signed Playhouse and stuff, and they've been signing up a lot of really great acts. Hey, John, Sven Galley is one of the bands that they have under their belt also. Who else is getting signed up by them?
In the works, it's probably going to be within the next month. Old Soul.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's great. And they were once guests on the show over here too. Amazing band. So yeah, I had a little bit of a bump in the road at the beginning of the show, John. I was talking to like dead air. I had to reset Facebook and everything because they only give you the 15-minute leeway and so on. And I had a little bit of a bump in the road.
Changed the time, it shouldn't have.
Yeah, no, that's not what it is. We were on time. We were both there, but I forgot to press go live. Oh. I was sitting there talking away, thinking the show's going. I'm going, wait a minute, we're not even live. So we'll get into that with Chantal in just a bit there. Right now, I want to get into it, get some music going, and then pop into the interview right after. Yes, I'm sporting my Signal 13 shirt. So, Mr. Starr, you should be proud and happy, and we're gonna have to get them back on air soon too, and see how they played the Rockin' Cruise and the whole 9 yards. What was that big festival? Something Mountain
Music.
Mountain Music, yeah, something like that. Mountain Music Festival, Music in the Mountains or something. Yeah. It's hard to remember all the names of these shows and everything, but it's good to see that everybody's getting out and about and stuff. Still keep it safe as possibly as you can. There's still people who are nervous about all this stuff going on, but there's also, it's all about respect, man. So if somebody's wearing a mask, don't sit there and make fun of them. Hey, what are you, fucking stupid or something? No, I think they're being very cautious and smart. So, if you're out at shows and stuff, still keep your distance and, play it smart, man. We don't want to end up getting locked down again like we did last time. Because, you see, we all saw how that went. And I don't think I can take any more price hikes in the store, John. Gas, everything. Oh, my God. It's getting crazy out there. So we're going to start things off here with a little bit of Playhouse. I think it's duly noted that they should start the show off with their... Huh?
Turn it up louder.
Huh?
Turn it up louder.
Oh, yeah. Yes, John. A little bit of headbanging from the Headbangers Ball. There we go. Okay, so folks, you are tuned to Indie Scene with Bling here on indierockradio.ca. And of course, if you're listening here and watching us live, it's Thursday night. We're going to be on till 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you the best of the independent music circuit. Tonight's guest, Sun, freezing cold, and a wonderful guest, Chantal. But more cool interviews and stuff coming up, which I'll talk to John about later in the show. But right now, let's get some music going. Right? Sound good, John? Yeah, let's get some music on here. I'm just, calling time. Okay, there we go. A little bit of Playhouse for you. You're tuned to indierockradio.ca. Stick around. Here it comes. Yeah.
I never broke your heart. Well, the stars, yeah, they lie bright in the sky tonight. Yeah, they're all above us. Let them beam down on us, and they'll fall down on us. Ooh, and we'll catch them if they fall.
Broadcasting from a little island in Canada called Montreal to
I guess that went smoothly. Anyways, we were just listening to After the Lounge and a wonderful track called Stars. And just before that, we had Playhouse and, of course, The Storm. And they are just coming off of their record launch from this Saturday past. And John put his ear to the ground and said that pretty much the place was sold out. Hey, John?
Yeah, it was a sold-out show.
Yeah. That's it. We didn't get a chance to go down there. Things got crazy and we had to cancel out. But John was looking forward to putting on the black nail polish and the wig and doing a little bit of head banging and stuff at the show and tried to convince me, and it's never going to happen. You're never going to get me to put black nail polish on these fingers, my friend. Plus, we have enough problems with people walking around with dresses on, right? That's an inside joke between me and John. We won't even get into it. But anyways, wonderful, great music. After the Lounge out of Ontario, they're doing well. I think they're on tour now, eh?
Yeah, they're with Destroyer.
Yeah, that's it. So they're doing quite well. Also, been around for a bit, and lots of cool, amazing guests have been through the show. If you have any comments, by the way, we're about to get into the interview, and if you have any comments whatsoever, you know where to do. You can post it on YouTube or on our social media platform, Facebook page at /indierockradio.ca. And without further ado, let's bring Chantal in. You ready for this, John?
Yep.
Okay, so we might as well just get right into it and say, weren't you impressed, Chantal, for me talking to Dead Air earlier?
Yes,
Okay.
I quite enjoyed it actually. So
Yeah,
I
was going off.
versions. It was nice.
Yeah, I was doing my thing. It was like so smoothly done, and
Yes, it
and
was.
and then I looked at Chantal. I says, "Can you believe all that stuff just happened? Never even made it there." So
Dress rehearsal.
But we're here now, and everything's great. Welcome to Indie Scene, Chantal.
Thank you for having me.
Chantal, of course, is the singer of an amazing band called Sun Freezing Cold. So let's just, ask the typical question. How did you guys get that name? Is it some sort of like yin or yang type of name?
I wish it was something really inspiring, but actually, the funniest thing, it's sort of accidental how I got that name. I was listening to some music. I don't even remember which band. And I heard Sun Freezing Cold, I said, oh, that's great, but he didn't even say that, so I said that would make a really great band name, and that was it. And we sort of adopted it too because it's like sun very, very, very warm, but then we had very cold instruments like arrangements like electronics and everything, so it just like melded really good for our style.
Okay. So before we get into a little bit more about the band, I want to find out where you came from, your background. So how did you get into the whole music rigmarole, this crazy world of music? How did it happen?
Well, actually, I'm born and bred from Ontario, and I came to study theater at John Abbott here on West Island. Yeah. And then I slowly got into music. One of my girlfriends was in a band called 21st Century Modern, which was like a jazz sort of bossa nova fusion, and I did backup singing for her. And then I just loved it so much that I sort of started writing my own stuff. And from there, I joined a few bands like Big Bad Band and Insteady and stuff like that. So that's how I got initially. I was a backup singer before, and then I started writing.
You had the Sass Jordan rock and roll story, basically, right?
Did she start as a backup singer? I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. She was the background singer for the Box.
Really? For the Box, I didn't know that. Well, I know her brother very well, Danielle. I used to hang out with him. He was like a roadie and stuff like that.
Okay, Ring Around the Rosie, eh? Oh,
yeah.
That's yeah. What was the other game we used to play where somebody would hang onto a tree and then they jump on their back or something? That was a dangerous game. That one.
Hang from the tree and jump.
No, they would hold on to the tree and then that other person they would all like pile up and they try to break the bridge or something like that. Like, but you know,
Oh,
it
no,
does.
no, no, I don't know.
It was like doing total damage to your back. Like you get home,
Yeah,
it's like,
that's it.
what were you doing out there, Junior? It's like, oh, no, Mom, I'm okay. That's it. Are you in pain? Do you want a peanut butter sandwich? Sure, Mom. Thanks. You know, it's all good.
Sounds
So,
good.
so you fell in love with singing. I mean, did you start singing at like an early age type of thing?
Yeah, I
Choir
wasn't like
song or-
a typical singer. I was in the church choir, of course. So
Yeah.
that's why I love doing backup and harmony so much. Actually, when I hear a song, I usually go right for the harmony because I enjoy that. And that's why I do a lot of vocal arrangements in the Sun Freezing Cold as well.
Okay. So when you go to weddings and stuff like that, of course, everybody probably says, "Hey, get Chantal to sing or whatever." You know, she's the music singer. That's good. So what's your go-to song when you're at like these weddings and stuff like that? If like they
My
tell you,
go-to song,
yeah.
it would be Al Green's "So in Love with You." That's it.
Oh, there we go. So
Yeah.
in love
That
with you.
was a big song.
Oh, there we go. Everyone wanna do.
There you go. You really have it. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and it's funny. He became a Baptist priest after. That's it.
Really?
That whole
Okay,
thing
all
was
these
like,
things I
Jesus,
don't know.
I love you. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. And John's all. We'll have to play that song, eh, John? The Christian version of it on the Valley. That's it. I heard some really cool music you've been putting on the air, man. Shit, and then some really music, but there was a good Christian song or something you were playing earlier on the air today. I'll have to let you know which one it is. Anyways, getting into it. So basically, you did the whole background vocal thing, decided to write your own solo stuff. And so, how did your solo project go? Was it kind of like, yeah, and it's missing something, or did it go really well for you?
But
Because
the
there's always
solo,
growing pains. There's growing pains in the business, you know. It's like you
oh
always go
yeah.
to the next one.
Well, obviously, I did theater for a long time, and then I got a backup singer, and then I got into writing lyrics, so
Yeah.
I love that. And I got into this rock band, and then I met Guy Perrin, which is my partner in Sun Freezing Cold.
Yeah.
And we played live a lot, and we were very prolific together. We write a lot of songs in studio and live. And that's it. And then I sort of we broke up the band, as bands do, and we went our own way. And I did the whole jazz things for a long time as well. So did jazz, 2 albums of jazz, and also played live a lot. And then we just met up again and said, "Let's do this." So that's it.
Okay. So listen, let's get into the deep stuff. The stuff he probably doesn't want you to talk about. But how did you guys meet? How did
We
you say
met through
that?
a mutual friend. We met through a mutual friend, and this guy knew everything about it. I used to spend hours with him listening to music, and it would be like the education of me. We played all kinds of stuff like Anita Hagen and what have you. And so I learned a lot. And he was friends with Guy, and he came up and he said, "Oh, I write music and everything." I said, "Okay, I write lyrics," and there you go. As simple as that. And we decided that we really work well together. We really mesh. So that's it.
So according to my research now, Guy's more of like the music guy. He's the studio. He has his own recording studio and so on.
Yeah, he has his own recording studio. Hey?
It's a benefit when you're a solo art, like when you're a group or whatever. You don't have to worry about like recording costs and stuff because you're just
exactly. Yes, exactly.
Really
it's
creative.
expensive enough, everything. So that's fantastic. He has his own studio, and so he's a musician. He's multi-talented, and we brought in other musicians, and he did the production, and I'm the lyricist and singer.
That's it, eh? Now, is Guy, because he does the recording stuff, is this just a new venture? He got really deep into the recording thing, decided to open the studio, or has he worked with?
No, he started off as a DJ. He was a DJ first of all, and then he started writing his own stuff. And he was really into the whole '80s, a lot of electronics like Kraftwerk, and then Depeche Mode, and all those. So and you can hear all because he's a claveirist. So you can hear all the influence actually in our music. So it's cool.
Yeah, it's very similar story to one of our guests on a previous show, Mr. Steve Thompson, who is a big producer. He's Talk and a bunch of other, like Aretha. He's got about 7 Grammy Awards or whatever, but he started off as a DJ in New York City also. And then got his claim to fame when Geffen came up to him and says, "Hey, I got this new band called GNR, and they need some help with the music." So he put together Appetite for Destruction and hit the ground running after that. And, and for many other hits like Aretha Franklin, Pink Cadillac, and even Whitney Houston. I Want to Dance with Somebody. Got a Grammy for that one.
That's very cool.
So yeah, it's funny. Similar story, Sash Jordan. Yeah. So we got like the Sash Jordan story, the Steve Thompson story. It's very. This is a good collaboration. This means something cool is coming from it or whatever. Yeah. So tell me, you just recently released the album, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And tell me a little bit about the concept of the album and how you guys put this all together.
Well, the album, a lot of the songs, like let's say the first song, Private Personal Hell, and a few songs we already had before from our first togetherness, I guess, and we had written this song, so we sort of rehashed them and we rewrote and rearranged them. So we had a lot of material already, and then we added a few more things, and it was very interesting because I could see how he grew. We hadn't spoken for at least 10 years. I can see how he grew as a musician, a producer, and myself. So it was really nice to revisit the songs and then re-record them well. I said, okay, let's do this. Let's launch the album. Let's do this. So it's good.
Well, your single release and your number one release is My Own Personal Hell, I guess, or was it
Private Personal Hell?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And definitely a COVID song.
Yes.
Yes. Definitely a COVID song because that's where. Yeah, I was about to ask, like, how was your creative side flowing throughout these past couple of years?
Very difficult. See, it should have taken us about eight months to do this album. From recording to mixing to everything, but it took 2 years. Just because at one point we were locked down, so I couldn't go to the studio. So and then we sort of I said, listen, I had to do the backs, but I couldn't go. So I set up a mini studio just to do the back vocals at least, and then I would do lead in his studio. And so it took a lot longer, and it was kind of depressing because I like to be with my collaborator and the other musicians because you get a nice energy. But everybody was isolated, so it was difficult, But we came through. So
that's it. It's funny. I heard a funny story today about Jim Morrison. And when he recorded L.A. Woman, they had literally rented a store or something like that, an old store, and they turned it into a studio. And during that time when he did L.A. Woman and a couple of other tracks or whatever, he was totally drunk and recording out of a bathroom, which they had turned into an isolation booth. So, if that, you want to talk about COVID, there you go. That was happening long before. Dude, that was COVID Jimmy, okay? I'll call it COVID Jimmy. So, all right, listen, John, do you have a question there before I play their amazing video? No.
John is very zen there listening to the whole thing.
This is like, you ever see the Barry Gibb talk show?
Barry Gibb? No, I don't think I did.
Oh, no, it's an SNL skit or whatever. The Barry Gibb talk show. Hey, and it's like, and then he'll ask like Robin Gibb or something. He'll say, Robin, do you have any questions? I do. This is what it's right now, the Barry Gibb talk show. So, anyways, without further ado, I'm going to play that amazing video release that you have just done. And I also wanted to make note, as we were watching earlier, Playhouse. Is this like a new fad or something? Because I'm seeing a lot of videos coming out in like total animation.
Animation. It's so funny because when I saw it, and it's a good animation
that's it.
Played, and I said, "Oh my God, it's so funny!" I think so because I absolutely wanted animation, and the artist that did it, Adrian Mercier, is just fabulous. He's a young artist, and so it's funny. Maybe it is a new fad. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. So basically, when we saw that video, it's an amazing video. It's great, well put together, but it's a depiction of what the artist sees in the song
Yeah.
According to Pete, lead singer, he said that the whole song is about, like that destruction of relationships or whatever, the storm that comes with it and all that, which that video was about him being locked or lost in some recording studio in the middle of nowhere. Is it pretty much the same thing for your video? I mean, what's the concept of the song?
The concept was the Private Personal Hell is pretty much about obsession. So it's a very run, low, not a run kind of feeling. I wanted to always to run. So it's about somebody being obsessed with the other person. So I leave it open to your interpretation.
That's it. Now, of course, the video, I guess, is a little bit more artistic in a sense or whatever. It's a lot of that. You're bringing back some of that cool retro alternative vibes from the 80s and stuff like that.
Vintage techno, cool. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Here's a video, of course, from the amazing group. But there's two people called a group. Yeah, I think so. Do it. Anyways, hold on. I'm just trying to get some of these stupid pop-ups out of the way so I can click on your video. And here we go. You want to introduce your video?
Yes,
go ahead.
It's Private Personal Hell.
Here on IndieRockRadio.ca.
Yep.
Yep, here it comes. Come on.
You around, you see I've grown quite fond of your no exit point, this attitude of that big empty world you choose. I don't want to understand whatever message you try to communicate. I just want to watch you move around and imagine what you'd say. Carry me through the sights and the sounds of your private personal hell. Carry me through the sights and the sounds of your private personal hell. As you move about, I move about. As you move
My private personal hell.
Hey.
Do.
Excellent. Thank you.
That's it. A lot of running in there. It really wore
A
me
lot
out.
of running. A lot of running. Yeah. Getting tired.
At least these guys were in the right attire. You were in jogging suits, according to what I could see. So,
So it's not so bad. We can, yeah, definitely.
that's it. So excellent. Beautiful video. Very nice. And it was done by Anne
Adrienne Mercier.
at GN Mystery.
Yeah, she's a beautiful
All
artist.
these French names, but you're in Ontario, you said?
No, I'm from Ontario.
You're from Ontario.
Born and bred, and
Yeah.
between like Ottawa and Montreal, sort of.
So
like
So
Toronto.
basically, you're part of that crowd that grew up in Ottawa that would cross the border over to Quebec just so you can drink till 3 in the morning, right?
Absolutely.
There you go. There you go.
Absolutely, got it. You figured me out. That's right. I crossed over to even younger. I
Got
can
to
tell
know.
you.
Got to know.
Right?
Got to know.
Got to know. But us was more like we're closer to Hawkesbury, so you know. It's,
Hawkesbury, eh? Yeah.
so that's right. You know, it's
Easy
a little
area.
town. You wouldn't hear of it. You know. So.
I have an uncle who has a country place up there, so it's nice.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice stuff. Nice
Beautiful area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, right now, you've released the album and stuff, and what's been the response to it so far?
Very well. We had very nice reviews, so we're really happy about that because actually you just you don't know how people are going to feel about it because you can't hear it anymore. You know, when you've been working 2 years in the project, you said okay, that's it. And we could go on forever, you know, tweaking here and there, but we have to release this, and that's it. And so we just don't know, and people are really really loving it, so we're really happy. So yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, my sister is online checking out the show. Hey, Jack. And she of course had to put in a note that she's in Sudbury, so it's a little bit further more north.
It is a little bit more north. Yeah.
So I was checking it out. She said, "Are you coming down?" Because she wants to go to see Blue Rodeo. Supposedly.
Oh yeah, nice.
And I was checking the Google Maps, and it was like 7.5 hours to get there. So
yeah, it's a little ways, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know
I've
if
never
my
been
car is.
there, it was fun. Yeah.
I don't know if my
You gotta
car will
start
make.
early in the morning.
That's it. You got to pack up the little cooler and stuff and get
That's
ready.
right.
It's like, everybody go pee before you left. All right. Let's go. Right. That's it. Okay. So, getting on to it. So you basically, the album's been doing great success so far and stuff. And you've been
It's getting a lot of listens, and we just released the CD, the physical CD, which I still prefer. I don't know. I always find the sound. I still love CDs better than even MP3. It's just richer.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I just have to have CD. So
keep in mind, like me and John come, of course, doing this type of job, you have to have a little bit of a DJ background and stuff like that. And I used to own an entertainment company and did everything from corporate events to weddings and stuff like that. And that's part of how I got into the whole radio game. It's weird, but music's always been my thing or whatever. And so DJing, yeah, definitely there is a time where you want to start getting into it and creating it at the same time, you know. So I can get where your partner's coming from with that.
That's it. It was like you just want to do your own thing after a while, you know, and that's sort of what happened to Guy as well.
Now, are you supposed to deliver a message from Guy or something like that?
Hello. Thank you for playing our stuff.
He's a quiet guy, right?
Yes, that's right.
That's it.
He's pretty quiet, as you can see.
He was not able to make it here to the interview tonight because of prior engagements.
He's out of town, so there you go. And, we're really happy to be on Indie Radio, that's for sure.
No, definitely. We're glad to have these guys as part of our family over here. And so tell me a little bit about what your future plans are. Where do you want to? Okay, you got the whole thing. You got the cool collaborator, the partner, and everything. You got the good music. You got people who love it. Everything's going great. Where do you want to take this thing? What's your future plans for?
Well, we're already working on the second album. Everybody's been asking us, okay, why don't you do live? So we'll see. We did do live, you know, back on our first run, a lot of live. So we might get into it, but to us, it was always more of a studio studio project, and we also signed with a music publisher, which is great because he's going to place our music. And so that was that's what we really wanted. So and trying to get it in the hands of DJs. There's a lot of dance stuff, and
see how important we are to John, eh?
Yes.
He's sitting there texting.
Yes.
Yeah, very important texting.
I know. I'm feeling ignored.
No, I'm texting. I'm texting Will of Arcade Fire.
Oh yes, I love Arcade Fire. Wonderful.
Yeah, to make sure the plans go as planned tomorrow. Yeah, I know him. I know Will and Lynn, and I know Will's wife.
That's it.
I know them personally. So.
That's it.
Yeah, they just released an album not long ago. I think.
He's part of a clique.
A clique? Oh, he's in. He's in.
This is a guy, seriously, that when it comes to concerts, he's been to just about every single one that you've ever heard of.
Really?
In fact, I was doing an interview with Darby Mills, and she was talking about playing at some stadium in Montreal. And she couldn't tell which one it was, but she was talking about some insulation falling through on the ceiling inside this because it was like an arena, but it was like their dressing room was like a hockey change room or something, but this like insulation was falling.
Yeah.
So right away, John's like, "Oh, that was Maurice Richard Arena," and da 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 da. And I'm like, "Okay, there's your answer, Darb." Yeah, because he's been pretty much. Yep. So, yeah, definitely. So cool. Do you guys plan on doing any touring and stuff, or is it you're more studio?
It's more of a studio. We're thinking about it. It won't be for a little while. We're going back to the studio actually in a couple of months, and we're going to release another single in September about. So that's our next plan. We're going to see also what's going on with the publishing and stuff like that for product placement and stuff like that.
That's it, eh? So if you were to play live and stuff, what are we going to see? Some sort of like thing like you would see with the Sparks or
places like Kitty Bloom and in town.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of like glow in the dark shit and lights everywhere. And
I would love that actually. It depends on the budget, doesn't it? But I would totally love that. I think it would go perfect
That's hard to do
as well,
Just need a good black light and stuff. Come out like the Mum and
background stuff, Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, who is it? The Mum and Shimes, the ones who work with toilet paper? Are those the ones? Who's the ones that like they use toilet paper and they're wearing like these black outfits and it's all glow in the dark and you see they make these weird like sculptures and stuff out of toilet paper, like they have eyes, 2 rows on their eyes and.
Oh really?
I think it's called I think they are the Mum and Shimes.
Is that it? No.
No.
Not
You should hire them because I don't think they're working much lately.
Okay.
Maybe you should hire them for your stage presence.
Definitely, yes.
It's amazing what you can do with toilet paper in a good show.
That's right. Listen, you got to take what you can.
That's it. No, but I definitely love to see you guys play live and stuff. And now, if your partner on stage, is he as quiet as like Captain from Captain and Tennille type of thing? He's gonna be there with a keyboard and just. Hey?
Yeah, he's that's right. He's a keyboardist, so yes, but he's not.
Yeah, so he's just gonna stick to the music and that's it, and let you do all the talking and entertaining, right?
He's the studio guy.
There you go.
His favorite thing is he doesn't even want to talk. He just wants to go make music and record. I said, okay.
Well, you've heard of the group called the Sparks, right?
Yeah.
So as you can see, I mean, he made a whole thing out of his stage fright, his whole career. The brother, you remember, he was playing keyboards and he always had this face like that, and it was his stage act. It was literally it. Like you hear him, he's like doing on the keyboards, and he's just standing there going.
Brand. That's his brand. Stage
that's
brand.
It's all about gimmick and cool stuff or whatever.
That's right. It's a gimmick.
The more you entertain people and don't kill them, the better it is.
Why not? It's good. Yeah, that's a good philosophy.
That's it. Kill them softly with your music. Hey, killing me softly with you, Johnny.
Yes.
Everything okay with Will?
Yeah, we made all the final plans.
Oh yeah, that's it, eh? Did you tell him we like his music?
I love his music. I don't like it. I
Yeah,
love
you love his music.
it.
That's it.
I crank it.
All right. Hello, 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 my darling. Yeah,
I'm kind of curious. I have a question for you.
yeah.
Like, you picked "Fly the World" for as the song that you play on Indie. I'm just wondering
Which
why
one?
you picked that one, like in particular, from the album.
Oh, okay. I'll
Is it
have to leave that
is
up
it the
to our.
reggae in it that you liked, or is it because the whole? Because me and my partner and he would say, "Oh, because we love that song," but for some reason we were sort of surprised, that you would pick that one instead of like "Fall for You" or something like that, which is like more rock kind of thing.
The honest truth, lately I've been pretty much bit because I do renovations during the day and stuff like that, and I
Yeah,
have a lot of contracts I'm trying to close up. So
yeah,
I've been away from the station a bit, and John's been taking the helm quite a bit there, doing all the music programming and everything else
cool.
that's entailed with this job. And so John was probably the one who made that decision. So tell
Yeah,
us, John,
I
you
think
have
so
to
because
answer
he's
the
the one who
question.
wrote to me. John wrote to me, so
Yeah.
no, I love that song too. It's just like
I
it's
love
just
it. It was one of the songs that I really, really, really. I thought, man, this is amazing.
yeah. Like,
This is
a lot of
talent that has to be shown. Like when I
cool.
listen to a song, I try to pick out the best talented
Yeah,
song that shows everybody's talent,
yeah,
and that way, when people are listening,
yeah.
Mhm.
they see what's going into it. Because
Okay.
like Bling knows,
Yeah,
um, when it comes to indie bands, I stand behind them more than I stand behind somebody who's out there making a show because as some people they've been there 75 years old and they're still touring and
yeah,
I don't know he gets how they get around.
yeah,
They've made their million.
yeah.
It's time to step down and let the indie artists make
Oh,
music.
thank God for people like you. Seriously, because it's so hard and it's like, it doesn't. You're just blocked. And honestly, just you guys answering me, when I wrote to you and stuff like that was great because you don't even get answered. That's just the way it is. So thank God for people who love music and independent.
Well,
Acts.
listen, I've been doing this game a long time, and you
Yeah,
know what? Many artists have launched through from my show and stuff like
yeah,
that, and being on here, yeah, it's kind of like it's a really special thing or whatever. We really, it's not about personal taste and all that stuff, but it is part of it.
yeah,
Like when we go for the music and stuff like that, some of the stuff that we look for, and this is a tip to any of you indie artists who are listening in out there, we try to go with something that we think is really catchy and that people will really dig into a heavy rotation. We put it, and um, but what we're looking for also is good, decent recording quality and stuff
yeah.
is the main thing. You don't go and send yourself off like looking half-ass ever. It's not
No,
going to work well with any radio station whatsoever. These guys came off very professional
yeah,
for these guys to get noticed and stuff like that. Yeah, we have like over 600 submissions a week
yeah.
from
I'm
bands
not
all over the
surprised. Yeah.
world and so on and so on. And I mean, I could play some stuff for you and you go, what? That's from Italy? And you wouldn't believe it's from there or whatever, So,
Really?
punk
Cool.
rock out of Italy, it's like,
Yeah.
but we get everything. And we have one amazing band that we play over here on the station called Morgan Dust. They're out of Netherlands.
Cool.
Am I right? Is it Netherlands or
Yeah.
Norway, John? Yeah,
No,
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
They're
No, yeah,
Netherlands.
both the same place. There, it's it. What's the capital of Thailand, John? Bangkok.
Yeah.
Uh, so, anyways, yeah. So song selection is all about that, or whatever. These guys
Yeah.
did something well to get noticed, and so it is. It's not about bombarding people with emails and all kinds of stuff and flying it out. So you know what really pisses me off about a lot of artists who send us stuff is that they don't even pay attention to those little details. They'll
Yeah.
just freaking flood you, and it's like, as you can see on our website, we have specific instructions, and there's a reason for that. When you're getting so much stuff being bombarded at you and people don't realize what it takes, it's not as simple as like, oh, I'm doing this little home studio thing and running a radio station, and and so on. There's a lot of freaking work. Me and John have got the hats of managing promotions, advertising, sales, this,
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of freaking work. Musical
Yes.
programming, John? And not only that, when stuff goes down and everything, we're always on call, taking
Yeah.
care of all our individual family members here, our
Yeah.
DJs, our artists, which everybody's got a different personality,
Yeah.
combining it all together. It's a lot of work.
It's
But
a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
So that's why when we see stuff from artists where they don't even pay attention, they just send out like a big block of emails off to stations,
Yeah.
and here, play my music or whatever, and sometimes it's
It's a turnoff.
yeah, it is. It's a turnoff because you know what? You didn't even read. You just you're just flooding your music out, seeing how many stations you can get, and that's called spamming, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, it is exactly.
You gotta if you want to get the attention of radio stations and stuff, let them know who you are truly. It's all about just sending a good PK, sending your music and letting it do the talking for you. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
And, you guys have done that, and that's why you're here right now. And we're hoping that you guys are going to hit some heavy success because you're probably going to get called up next time we do Blank Fest. You know that, eh?
Blank Fest, okay.
Blank Fest. What it is we do a charity event each and every year, which we haven't done in the past couple of years because of COVID. And what it is it's a show where we raise coats and blankets for the homeless in February. Cool. And that's the admission to get in. And we have live acts, and we literally go live from the station, from location and stuff, and we're live on air. And so you get to hear everything, and also you get to show up over there and do something good for one of our charities, Helping Hands.
Love it.
New charity this year. And we've done some cool stuff. I started this thing in 2019, in November of 2019. That was our first event, that we did because I had hosted it. I'd run the Montreal chapter of it. It originated from New York City with Mr. Ken Rawl, who is the lead singer of the Bang Daddios, and he's the one who came up with this whole concept. So we have it all over the place. It's been across Canada, west, and everywhere, and so it's pretty serious stuff. And we've raised hundreds and thousands of blankets over the years.
Really, that's really good.
Because they've been good. So it's a great concept. So we'd love you to be part of that when we do have.
I'm telling you right now, yes, for sure, sounds good to me.
That's it. Tell them we're going to tape toilet paper to them. Tell them we're going to toilet paper to them and put a black light on them.
Get creative here.
That's it. Tell him the good news is he doesn't have to worry if the stall's empty.
Okay.
He'll have his own fresh supply. Yeah, that's it. Because that's happened sometimes. That happened to me one time in Guatemala. Really? This is like, you want to talk about culture shock? I lived down there. I lived down there for about 2 years, and I used to flip back and forth 6 months. Yeah, the ex girlfriend and stuff, and this is what's funny. We go out to see some Mayan ruins and stuff like that, and I go to the park to go into the public washroom because I really got to go bad, right? And of course it's got to be number 2. And it was so I go to look around and there's no freaking toilet paper. So her brother comes in and he starts passing me some wet ones, and he says, "What's going on here?" He says, "They don't ever have any toilet paper in public washrooms because people steal it." Because poverty and stuff.
It's a bring your own kind of situation.
So even if you go to a hospital, which most general hospitals have toilet paper in the bathroom and stuff like that. No, it's bring your own.
Really?
So
that is good to know.
I did that, and I literally went into somebody's house one time. This is another one. It's funny. I go into somebody's house, and over here, it's courteous. You're Canadian, if you go to someone's house, you take your shoes off and stuff, and walk in, so you don't bring dirt in on their dirty floor on their floors, right? And they'll give you the old, don't worry, leave your shoes on or whatever, Down there, if you take your shoes off, they get totally offended. It's like
Oh.
total opposite of over here. Yeah, like they're offended
Really?
when you take your shoes off. Yeah, I'm like,
Really? Okay.
that's weird, man.
Yeah, culture shock for sure. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
funny.
That's it. Unless you've been in your winter booties and sweaties everywhere, then don't take your shoes
Well,
off at
maybe.
all. No.
That's right. Okay.
Nobody wants to go through that ever.
Another good point.
Yeah, that's it. So, is there any upcoming shows for you guys or anything?
No,
What's the next step?
not right now. What we're going to do, we're going to go back to the studio a bit. It's been a long 2 years with the COVID thing.
Mhm.
And so we're sort of taking a break right now for a couple of months. We did a lot of online promotion and everything.
Yeah.
And so we'll start working on the second album, and then maybe we'll start doing some live.
So basically, you're doing the Prince thing right now.
Prince, is
Hey,
that what?
studio, and more studio, and studio, and studio, and produce.
We're in a creative mood right now, so we're gonna take advantage of it. So
It's nothing wrong. Hey, listen, it's you know what? When you do hit the stage, you got to have content, right? You don't want to be
gonna
going
have
up and
content.
singing covers and
That's for
stuff like that. You want to make sure that people dig your music. So,
Yes.
great move.
No comments.
So let's give out all your social media information and stuff where people can get in touch with you. If they do want to book you for a show, you're always open to it, right?
Yes,
So
of course.
you could the first thing I will give out, and that's simply okay, get it together, Phil.
Website?
Yeah, the website, which is sunfreezingcold.com.
Very simple. Yeah.
You go to their website there, and all the information that you need is there. And you can also catch that cool video we just played.
Yeah, on YouTube. That's right. All the songs, as a matter of fact.
That's it. Now, and so tell us all your social, where people can reach you on our social
on
media.
Facebook, Sunfreezingcold Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, our website. Everything is on our website, anyways. You can hear us on Spotify, iTunes, all the platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. And if you want to buy our album, you can also buy them on Amazon and other.
Well, definitely, you're the first one who's going to hear about this, but me and John have been talking, and get ready, folks. While she's talking about digital downloads, we'd like to invite you to be one of our first artists. We're going to be opening up a digital record store here on the site. You know what? We've seen too many bands get screwed over by Spotify and many other companies like that. So we want to offer their music for digital download on our station. And, maybe next time we can give away a free copy, unless you want to do that now or whatever.
I would love to. I can do it now for sure.
So without saying anything or whatever, this is because, we just finished playing a video from Sun Freezing Cold, and we want you to give us the title of that song. If you can send that off to us, first person who sends that off to us at admin@indierockradio.ca will win themselves a free digital download of Sun Freezing Cold. And just make sure you put your email address down, your information and everything for us at the station. And please mention that it was during the interview you heard this. So if you're interested in getting a free digital copy of Sun Freezing Cold, it's hot stuff. It's going to be worth a lot of money one day.
That's right.
That's right. You say, I got one of the first copies ever, digital download, man. And this is when everybody's into misty microbited music in the future and stuff, and digital downloads were just a thing of the past, So
that's right. That's right.
So it's kind of like the bootleg tapes.
That's right.
So there we go, folks. Just simply send us an email at admin@indierockradio.ca and address that is for the contest for the Sun Freezing Cold song. So once again, I need the answer. We played a video on the show, and Jackie, by the way, you can't play this contest because you're family. She's not going to be happy now. But because I know she's probably already emailing. Hey, John, did we get an email from my sister?
I'm going to go look.
I found a little note at the bottom.
I bet you. See, she just wrote, damn it. Hey. And delete that message. You're not allowed to give out the answer. Jesus, she types out the answer on the thing. Now I'm gonna have to change the whole. Okay. Anyways, it's okay. I think I no, I'm not gonna block user. It's asking me if I should block user. No, I just got rid of the answer. So once again, the I need the name of the song from the video we played here on the show earlier tonight, and we'll send that off to you as soon as we can. So yeah, we'll be in touch with you, Chantal, for that thing once we get everything up and running. And so I think it's going to be a great way to get our indie artists out there, and everybody can make a little bit of coin. Because trust me, it costs money to run this stuff, you know. So and. That's for sure. And it's, you know what? I say go out there and support as many indie artists as you possibly can. You know, if we play the music for you to truly love it. And if you love it, own it. Own the bitch.
Own it.
That's it.
Love it.
Shit-ya. So, all right. Excellent. Chantal, you're very much welcome to come on the show anytime you want in the future. As soon as you got more dirt. More stuff that's happening, you know. It's like, hey, we're going up to play this festival over here. Just keep in touch with John and me. And
Absolutely.
definitely, that's why we're here for it, is to help get you promoted and out there and so on. We want to thank you very much for coming on to the show here tonight. And tell Guy, it's okay, I forgive him for not showing up, but next time he's going to
I will tell him.
He's going to have to come, and he'll have to do poses like this.
I should have had it cut out, you know, right beside you.
That's it. So.
Well, thank you for having me on. That's for sure. And playing our music and encouraging us.
Definitely. So, what do you do for a living during the day now?
During the day, a lot of things. I work at a university in administration during the day, and at night I'm in the studio. And sometimes I do show. When I used to do jazz, I used to do a lot of live.
Okay, we need to get Chantal out of her day job and get her doing this for a living, because this is her passion and her love.
I would love that.
Buy albums, people. Spotify. For now.
That's right.
Until we start selling the album, or maybe you should just wait until we start selling the album.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. But you have your chance to win that digital download tonight, so make sure. Yeah, I deleted the message because you don't give the answer off on air. Oh my God. I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest in the family. You know what I mean? She's the one just before me.
Yeah.
What'd she say? And she's threatening us, John. She says, I'll be coming back soon to DJ. She's threatening us. That's it. Yeah. So that's it. We'll talk about it, young lady.
Yeah. And so upon the release of your next album, we would like you to reach out to us when it's about to be ready and released. Because we want to make sure that we drop it here at the station.
Yeah, well, John's talking exclusivity, and we like that. We like to be the first exclusive launches of all albums and stuff, because we know how to do it best.
We want to drop your album, make sure it gets out there.
No, we won't. If we drop it, we make sure we won't break it.
Okay.
Gently put it. That's it.
Gently put it out there, let people know what they've got a taste of, what they're going to hear, and see, you know, this is how it's going to supporting, because you guys, we know this, Phil and I, because we see it when an indie artist goes to rent a place, like for example Cafe Campus or the Ministry, it costs money out of your pocket, and there's a cap on the price of tickets. Basically, the most you probably could charge is $20. But out of that money that you make, you got to pay everything.
Listen, and we've said it many times here before. You want to know something, folks? It's an amazing thing. An artist always has a beginning. They start, they struggle, and so on. And you know what? There's nothing wrong, and there's no shame in not paying the $2,000 ticket to see that mainstream act who's already been around for many years and made enough money already. Go out there, take your hard-earned money, and support your indie artists. Go out there. The shows are only usually about $10 to $20 a show. Go out there, see an indie band this weekend. Go
Yeah.
check out your local indie bands. Okay,
Yeah.
support local indie artists. Give them some kudos. Help them know that they're on the right track.
Yeah.
Shall we say so? Yeah, that's what
All
we're all
heart.
about over here. Yeah, that's what
Good.
it's all about.
Because we
So,
know that when getting signed, if ever getting signed, and when getting signed, please check everything out
Yeah.
carefully, because
because you know
these
what,
are
it's not worth getting signed because it's all bullshit. Somebody's going to make money off of your hard work.
Yeah.
That's
they're
why
gonna
we
make
hang out
money
with
off
guys
you.
like Will from you know, uh, why do I always forget the
Arcade
name?
Fire.
Arcade Fire. It's been like this for years. They're a hugely popular band, and by the way, they've proven that you can run indie and still get a damn Grammy.
Yeah, you're right. I know
You
the
know?
families. They're doing that. They did a great job. That's for sure.
That's why we're looking forward to having them on the station here sooner or later. And
Yeah, that would be great. That would
yeah,
be great.
with that. So, Will, if you're tuning in or seeing this, this is a call out to you, and we'd love to have Arcade Fire on. And I promise I'll remember the name of your band, which you'll probably get a real chuckle out of that. I can't always remember the name of Arcade Fire, which I should remember all the time, and I'm saying it again just to make sure I remember it, and so on.
Yeah, you got to say it 3 times, and then it records.
But you know what? It's better to control your own game. For many years,
Yeah.
it's
Because
been.
some people get signed, and we know a band and that just got signed.
You're giving
And,
your soul to the devil, basically, when you do that.
Because,
sure, they got
because
money.
what
They're
happened
going to
was
back
they
it.
don't even own their own music anymore. They don't own their songs. They don't own nothing.
That's right. They don't own the master, and that's it's a big problem.
And then they start coming in there and telling you how you should be playing your music and so on. Who wants to
who
lose
can
that
back
creativity?
you up? And,
Yeah, because they're in the investors.
Oh, there's many reasons. I can go on for hours, and some of the other things I don't like is these battle of the band things where they just screw people over and make you pay to be part of some contest that you're never ever going to win.
Yeah, I hate those.
Yeah, because they're only going to give it away to the ones who sell the most tickets.
Yeah.
That's it. Crazy bastards. Music industry. That's it. One of the best lines ever. Frank Marino, Mahogany Rush, said to me on the show.
Okay.
He said, I stood in the back in his tour bus in the middle of some city he can't remember. People running around, 4 trailers of truckloads of equipment and everything. And everybody's running around with Mahogany Rush t-shirts on. And you know what he said? He says, thought to himself, who the fuck's paying for this? That's the whole answer to it all. You could go, I'm doing my label, I'm out doing tours, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and everything and so on. And at the end, when you go, where's my money?
Yeah.
They go, well, let me see, here's your hotel expenses, and then we have the stage.
And there you go. Yeah.
Here it is. We owe you about $10. Here you go.
Yeah.
You're going to need to do a new album. We don't have the money for that. Oh, it's okay. We can lend you some money. Or
We'll advance it. Yeah. Danger. Yeah, for sure.
That's it. That's where they know. Back in the day, it was worse. I mean, if you look like artists like Buddy Holly, Richie Valens and stuff like that, look at the similarities to all these things. You ever see the movie Cadillac Records? Because that's pretty much what it was back then. It was a couple, like business people, smart, savvy, and so on.
Yeah.
And what they would do is they were making all kinds of money off of these artists, right? It's like, so how am I doing? Oh, you're still going to have to get some more albums sold or whatever, but the money's going to be coming in soon. But if you want, we'll buy a house for your mother. And how about a new Cadillac? Right? Meanwhile, they're making millions of dollars off of all your releases that are being sold, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of that stuff went on back in the day, and
for sure, because you're playing on the innocence of people. They don't know how it works. All they know is to make music. So that's it.
Yeah, it's still doing it today and stuff, and it's business. It is what it is. And the worst part is that to mainstream radio is only going to play stuff from these record labels and stuff because their pockets were so coated back in the days when Paola scandal was going on and DJs got paid to play records, and That doesn't go on over here. This is the pure thing. This is what's great about internet radio is that you
Yeah,
don't have none of that Shylark crap going on.
that's right.
We play it because it deserves to be played, not
Yeah,
because
and
we're
people
gonna.
are getting smarter about it too, as well as
Although that'd
musicians.
be nice, eh, John, to get a little envelope once in a while with some money.
It
Right?
Oh
would.
yeah, to play songs for sure. A little envelope, why not?
Turtle, turtle. Huh. Um,
Me
if
too.
everybody's wondering what Bling is eating on air here, it's one of my deadly little sins because I am diabetic and I shouldn't be eating
It's
these,
a
but
banana.
Oh, so
it's
little
a
yellow
Marshmallow
banana things. Oh
banana.
my God,
marshmallow bananas,
I haven't seen them in
bananas.
a long time. That's too funny.
No, if anyone hasn't caught on yet, there's a bunch of clues going on over here. I'm a minion, a real life minion. As yeah, I'm bald like a minion. All right. John's heard my ringtone.
Yeah.
Okay. La, 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 la. Right. And
Minion.
I'm freaking nuts and crazy for bananas. So I think that
There
would
you
pretty
go.
much say I'm a minion.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out the new Minion movie coming out in theaters right now.
Hmm.
It's
Minions go
Minions 2.
banana.
Not
Yeah, I wish I
sure.
was getting paid for that, eh? Mm, that's it. Wouldn't that be nice to plug movies? Hey, Minions 2 out in theaters now. Tickle goes. Mm. All right. So we're going to get on with the music here. Chantal, once again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much for
Thank
being a part
you.
of
Thank you for
the show.
having me. It was very enjoyable. Thank you again. I can't thank you enough. Me and from me as well. And
Tell your
hope that
friends and family. And after the show here, I'm going to tell you that it's going to be posted on the Facebook so you can share on your social media platforms and everything if you
absolutely.
want with all your friends.
Yeah.
Um, so thank you once again, and don't be shy. Don't be a stranger. Come on back to the
I will.
show anytime soon.
Thank you.
Definitely part of our family over here at Indie Rock Radio. Now I'm going to continue on here and play you some
No,
music.
I'm gonna take over the thing. We're gonna sign out. We're gonna send Chantal off with a little bit of a bang.
Ooh, I
All
like
right.
And
that.
for all you people who are sitting and listening in and are
I
in
hope you're not
Montreal,
going to share. Hey, John. I hope you're not doing the screen sharing thing and hoping you're going to play audio because
yeah,
that
no,
never
well,
works.
it'll screen share. This video is approved. They own their own videos, so
No,
they don't.
no, no. It's not about blocking. What happens is StreamYard does not play audio back when you share screens. So if you need to play a video, it has to be saved into MP3 and then put onto the screen over here, like I just did.
They won't allow. I cannot save it because they won't allow me to save it
Oh my God.
Oh,
because they own the video. They own the rights. If we share it any other way, they won't.
you're in trouble.
They will lose their money
Oh,
because
really?
they're basically
Oh
on
my
them.
God. Here we go.
Wow, so complicated.
Yeah. So this is Arcade Flyers
Not
Lightning One
Chantel.
and
Chantel's not
Two.
complicated at all. Her
No.
No.
video was,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
real
this
easy. I
is
got it out there.
this is Arcade Flyers off their brand new album known as We. Here we go with the Lightning One and Two. And any of you that are here in Montreal, hate to tell you, but they're playing tomorrow night at Oshiaga,
Ah,
and they're sold out.
And by the way, they are covering for, as you know, the
Foo
Google Dolls.
Fighters.
Foo Fighters, sorry, just lost their drummer this
that's
year,
right. Yeah.
Mr. Taylor. And yeah, it was the it was the Arcade Fire that stepped in to cover for them for the show. And they've been on Oshiaga many, many times before in the past. That's for sure. So there we go, Chantel. Thanks a lot for coming, and
Thank you.
let's get
Thank
back
you
and
so
check
much.
out the new Arcade Fire track here, exclusively on IndieRockRadio.ca.
Perfect.
He's taking total control of the helm here. What the hell? John. I don't think there's any audio coming out on the other end. And it's definitely giving dead air to my Sunday listeners, that's for sure. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to try and get this. Do we have the audio track of this, John? I can't hear you. You got to unmute your microphone.
Yeah, I do have the audio track.
Okay, so we have it in our possession. I don't think anybody else has got it. This is fresh, new music. And if you tune in just a little bit after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here tonight, we are going to drop this track for you live on our station at indierockradio.ca. So you can check that out. Brand new Arcade Fire music. Well, that's it. I was trying to warn you. I know how it works. It's like if you share the screen, for some reason, it will show the video and all that stuff, but the audio will not play through onto the show. So that's why you have to download it into MP3 and stuff like that. Okay. So anyways, people still see people trying to reach me. We're going to play some more videos, and we're going to come back and talk about some future up-and-coming shows and things that are going to be happening here on Indie Scene right now. John.
Yes.
I'm going to start the first video, and then you can select anyone you want from that point on, okay? I'm going to go with... We should have been plumbers. Why not? Here on indierockradio.ca, you're tuned to Indie Scene with Bling, and of course, Blakemore's in the house. Here we go.
Take what you can, I won't mind. Waste your time. I've already arrived. I don't need to climb. My days to roam behind me. It's just a waste of time. At the end of the line, with no one left to lean on, it's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. All the world is sad and lonely. Everywhere I go, sad and lonely. Sad and lonely. Weary people move to dreary places. They hope that God forsakes them.
Your steam train, if you just laying down your tracks, you could have your aeroplane flying. If you'd bring your blue skies back, all you do is call me. I'll be anything have your big Deborah bouncing up and down all around the bends. You could have your bumper car, mommy. This amusement never ends. But I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name and let me be your sledgehammer? Let this be my testimony. Show me around your fruit cage, 'cause that will be your honeybee. Open up your fruit cage. All the fruit as sweet as can be. I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name and let me be your sledgehammer?
stand up on my 2 feet, you see you mean fuck all to me. There's something that I really got to say. See you next Tuesday. You bitch and moan so you can stir up drama. Talking shit is all you seem to do. So let's forget to lean onto this fire. Ready with my one finger salute. I'll always be the one to say screw you and then you walk away. Coward like the little bitch you are. When I stand up on my 2 feet, you see you mean fuck all to me. There's something that I really got to say. See you next Tuesday.
She got her point across at the end there. Anyways, that was.
Just let people know out there.
Yes.
If you're living in the Surrey area of BC, go to celestialruin.com. Follow carefully the instructions written there. And you could be the next guitarist for Celestial Ruin.
That's right. I was just about to mention that. They are still on the looks for a guitarist. They just, as you can see, the guitarist in that video was their brand new guitarist, but all of a sudden he had some life stuff that happened and he's moved all the way down south or something now. It must have been love. You know, it's always some woman who brings you down there or something. Those Latin women are just, you know, they're oh, yeah. Celestial Ruin is looking, and the reason why we said please read the instructions is because they went through hell and fire and brimstone trying to find the last guitarist, and just some really strange, crazy people come for auditions all the time. So if you are in the Surrey, BC area and are interested in getting in with one of the hottest bands that come out of Canada right now, as you can see, amazing talent, Celestial Ruin, a husband and wife team, and just amazing music. Just before that, we had Ray Howard, and of course, Vinyl Hero. And starting off everything at the top, we had what did I play? Trying to remember.
Sad and Lonely.
Huh?
We should have been plumbers.
We should have been plumbers, of course, at the top of everything. And anyways, Ray Howard's going to be playing live tomorrow night with Vinyl Hero. Maybe you can pull that information up, John, and pop it up on the site here. Go support your indie bands. As we were talking earlier, it's a great thing. You go out there, the shows are not expensive, and you always get like 2 or 3 bands for that price too, which is incredible. You won't get that on those mainstream cards. Like when they start multiplying, the tickets start multiplying. That's for sure. Anyways, hopefully you got me lined up with Celestial Ruin soon for an interview, because like,
well, There is no interviews for them right now because of the fact that there is auditioning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll see about that. when
Just to let you know, Vinyl Heroes' next show is going to be on the 6th of August.
Uh-huh.
It's
So it's
the
not
Rock
this
Fest
weekend.
for la Santé Mentale. It's the Mental Health Rock Fest.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to be playing in La Pizzanie, Quebec. If you want to take that in, and just let you know, that's a pretty good thing to go and see, because if you go and see Vinyl Hero, you also get to see Playhouse. Both of them are on the bill for that night.
Oh.
But if you can't make it, a month later, September 3rd, here in Montreal at the Ministry, Vinyl Hero will be doing their own show. So get up there and support them. This place, this little club known as the Minister, it's a small little place, but you know what?
The
It can turn
Ministry.
into a headbanger's ball.
Oh, you know it. Definitely.
And technically, you will be at Vinyl Hero. I honestly can say, if you go to Vinyl Hero, you better be prepared, because there is, with their style of music, there's going to be a mosh pit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Vinyl Hero? Not really.
Yeah, their music is heavy enough.
I have never once seen a mosh pit at a Vinyl Hero show.
Well, you're bound to see it with their new release, their new song.
Oh, yeah.
The new song is written. I'm going to get it up on the site pretty soon. It's just brand new. Right? It's got the sounds of Anthrax.
Oh, sheesh.
So what do we get when we put Anthrax even in a room? We get a mosh pit.
There you go. Somebody gonna lose an eye.
And I'm staying at the back near the bar.
That's it. Even though he doesn't drink.
Yeah, I'm not going to get beaten up by them. But Vinyl Hero, let's support it. Here's another example of another indie band. Had to go and rent this little place, charging $15 a head for $20 at the door.
Yeah. You know who I'd really like to get on the show, and it's got one really kick-ass album out right now, and my ex-roommate, it's her cousin on top of it, so I should I should have a couple of little strings to pull. Shane Murphy.
Yes.
Has got some new music out. Incredible album.
And people will get to see him tomorrow. He goes on stage at 3 p.m. at Oshiaga.
Oh, nice.
He is currently, he just played here a couple of weeks ago. Sold out show at MTELUS.
Yep. You got it. Really amazing show. And kept the crowd going. And you know what's really funny is that he not only did the show, but at the end of the show, there was a total get up and jam party with fellow musicians that were there. The party never ends with Shane. Shane just does this for the music and only for the music. That's what's incredible about him. But the new album is what a change. I mean, I've never seen him come out and do something like that. He's always been a guy who's been into a lot of blues and stuff like that. But this album definitely rocks. So go out and get yourself a copy of it anytime soon there, folks.
Yeah, Morning Glory is the new single. No, the new single is Get Religion, and the album is Morning Glory.
Get Religion.
Yeah, Get Religion sounds up. But just to let you know, when you go to Sean Murphy's website, you know he is endorsed by Showman.
Yeah. No. Let's not see that. Listen, I wanted to touch on that subject. Any sort of band who thinks that signing an exclusive deal with a mainstream radio station, you are killing yourself, literally. One of the coolest things is the fact that you run as an independent, like Arcade Fire. You don't see Arcade Fire going, I'm exclusive to this local radio station or whatever. No, sir. That is the worst thing you can do. If you think it's going to bring you lots of exposure just because it's such a popular station in your city, yeah, wonderful, but that's your city. That is not putting you out there in the world like internet radio stations like ours, and it is definitely not going to make you good friends with any other mainstream stations when you do stuff like that. So, worst move you could make, and that's why a couple of bands that they do play on the local station over here are banned from our station because we will not put up with that sort of crap or whatever. You want to go that route, good luck to you. Especially when you're going to do a European tour. One of the best things you could do is, get in with a station like us because we reach all the way over to the other side of the world, so definitely lots of listeners over there. I wanted to touch on something else. Also, we have got, we're going into week number 3 now with our brand new host from Women in Rock. That's why, of course, I played the Celestial Ruin track. I wanted to lead into that. But we've got CK, who's hosting the new Women in Rock show. So from the man who created the show, what do you think, man? She's doing quite well, man. She's kicking ass.
She's hit the ground running there. And,
definitely. If you haven't heard the show yet, folks, you got to go out and take a listen to it on Friday night, right after the Valley. You can catch the show, and it's just an amazing. Give her a chance. Some of those people, we've seen you dropping out and stuff, and being all, I'm exclusive to this. Take a listen. I you know what? If you're going to take a listen, listen to the first hour of the show.
Yeah, you don't like it.
And you tell me that you don't like it, I'll understand. But I'm telling you, you listen to the first hour, you're in for the full show. I guarantee you. All right. So, anyways, I'm back on air again this weekend for on my other show, which I was getting mixed up last week. And I was like, it was funny. I was doing the introduction and I accidentally said indie scene. And, this is what happens when I don't know how you do it, John. You got like all these different shows you're hosting and stuff. And, you must make a fumble sooner or later, right? You're attuned to the Valley. Oh, no, this is hair appointment. Oh, okay. There's, back on air this Saturday night from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time all the way up to the wee hours of the morning because nobody can ever shut me up. It's time well wasted, and we play you the best of the independent music circuit and classic rock and everything else I could throw a stick at. It's a great selection of music. Good way to wind down on a Saturday night, and also a little background music for whatever it is you're doing at home or chilling and so on. And if not, if you're going to a party and stuff, make us your party favor. And bring us along. We are fully available on our website. Also works on the phone, and all you got to do is just simply go onto your phone and simply do as follows. Here, I'll show you. I'm going to do it right now. And what's great is that you can play this directly onto any sort of Bluetooth device. So if you have a speaker whatsoever, or if you have basically Bluetooth inside your car and stuff and you're driving along, we do not use a lot of data with our station here. And you're going to get to enjoy some sweet high definition sound and no, like when it's bad weather and stuff, it depends on how that radio station comes in and so on. Here, you will never have an issue. And also, if you don't have Bluetooth in your car, let me tell you, I went out, I have a 2005 G6, and it does not have Bluetooth. So I went out to the local Canadian Tire store or wherever it is, your electronics store. They sell these little devices. You plug into your lighter, and it literally transfers the Bluetooth over to the selected radio station and so on. So all I did was simply go onto the Indie Rock Radio Facebook page here. Not Facebook, but our website. Go to Listen Live, and as you can see, there's our player and everything. And all you got to do is press play. You see, there's our station playing in the background and so on. And what's cool is you just go into your selection on your phone, select Bluetooth, and pair it with your device, whatever your device is, and it's as simple as that. Play straight out of your cell phone. Anywhere you want to go, take us with you. And you can do that on a Saturday night with my show, Time Well Wasted, and of course, another classic rock album. And here's the funny thing. Thursday night, I still haven't selected one yet, but I will come up with one very shortly, and guaranteed you'll enjoy it. Just like those vegetables on your plate. Yeah. Anyways, so that's that. I wanted to mention all the other shows. You can check out John tomorrow night on the Valley. He's on from 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing you the best of all Christian music from here and around the world. And you got quite the show lined up tomorrow, John.
Yeah.
That's it. Brand new music.
Supposed to be 4 hours. It's 4.5 again.
Oh, God. You just can't squeeze. You just can't squeeze it all in.
So it's because of the spotlights. The spotlights take up a lot of the time. Just new songs have to play. So it will be 3 to 7:30, and then right after is 7:30 to 10:30 will be Women in Rock.
Of course, Women in Rock, CK.
Yeah, she's all right with it. She says not a problem. It's just to let you know the Valley is building itself on its own.
Yeah.
There's
Well, listen.
Spotlights,
Who's the spotlight on this week? Let's give people the little.
There's Sidewalk Prophets is one of them. Milan Le Five is number 2, and the third one is going to be Petra.
Petra, excellent.
Okay. They were the band that basically came out before Striper came out.
Oh yeah.
But the world never knew about them because they were kind of like up and down. You'll find a lot about them tomorrow. That Striper never caved.
Yeah.
When Striper had people outside their concert halls, outside the clubs, outside anywhere, and they were protesting, saying Striper were really they were worshiping the devil. They were singing about God, but they were worshiping the devil. Striper went on and played. Striper stood up. They didn't back down. As in Petra kind of caved every time a pastor put them down or somebody put them down. They kind of hiatus themselves. Yeah. Striper never gave it that thing. They were before Striper, but they basically always caved to the protesters and the people who were going against them. Striper never did. Tell Michael Sweet he's an asshole and you don't want him on stage. You know what he's going to do? He's going to go on stage for twice as long.
That's it.
You tell him not to shoot a Bible out, he's going to shoot one out anyway.
That's it. Because Michael Sweet, you cannot
stand up for their right.
Yeah. Well, last week you dropped a brand new track from them, and hopefully this week we're going to hear that track again. There's a brand new track out from Striper. So stay tuned to the Valley tomorrow from 3 p.m. on till 7:30 p.m. With lots of great Christian music. And that's just starting your weekend. You can also check out on Saturdays Warren Eastfelt and the wonderful Roadhouse Country Show. And he's got some great music for you from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by Cooper Talk from 5 to 6. And his guest this weekend. His guest this weekend. Yeah. His guest this weekend, of course, is from Journey. Yes. And following that, we have Mr. Bob Nag and the Saturday Night Extravaganza show. And then, of course, yours truly from 9 p.m. on. And Sundays, Warren Eastfelt returns. Oh, no. I keep forgetting. But Sunday mornings, if you haven't caught the show yet or whatever, we have Peace Changed the World. Each and every Sunday morning. From what time, John?
It's
just before
noon to 2.
From noon to 2, and then Warren Eastfelt takes the reins for his Sunday oldies matinee show, where he plays you the best of oldies, some great oldies rock and roll, and some folk music, all kinds of stuff mixed into that show, all the way up until 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Cooper Talk returns again with the same interview. If you missed it on Saturday, you can catch it then. Then following that, we have got the repeat of this show, which you're probably listening to right now. So heading from here, we're going to say a fine farewell and lead you into this man here who will be taking the helm for a repeat of The Valley. If you missed it on Friday, you get to check it out on Sunday nights. And during the week, don't forget to tune in to our hair appointment. Everybody needs a hair appointment. And, of course, what else am I missing, John?
Inside the Vault on Tuesday.
Inside the Vault on Tuesdays, Mr. Sheldon Eric Freed. Check his show out. He plays you some great prog music and some extended versions and lots of great classic rock on his show. So if you haven't checked it out yet, check it out. And if you are interested in hosting a show and stuff, you can always, send us an email and show us what you got. And we'll talk some shop. Yeah. Till next week. And who's our guest next week on the show, John?
Our guest next week is Run the Red Light.
Run the Red Light. As I said, we're supposed to be on last week, but instead we have got them on next Thursday. Looking forward to it. By the way, I remembered what the name of the group was. They used to priorly be. They were called Retrograde before. And I have been with them since they were Retrograde, and then Run the Red Light. I'm really curious as to what's going on with them and what they've been up to. It's been a long time, so it's going to be kind of like a little get together. Hey boys, it's been a while. Bling misses you. So tune in next week to Indie Scene for that one. Run the Red Light, our special guest next week. And for now, we're going to leave you into some music right now. And coming up in just a couple of minutes, we have got The Valley with Mr. John Blakemore. You're tuned to IndieRockRadio.ca. This is Indie Scene. And God bless you all. Stay safe. Anything to say, John?
Just to let you know that if you want to know anything about what's going on the station, just go to facebook.com/IndieRockRadio.ca. It's there on our Facebook page. And just to let you know, like Bling said, CK now runs the Women in Rock show, so that frees me. Well, like Bling said to many people, the wheels are turning in my head as I release one. I'm trying. Yes, the wheels are turning. And in September, there will be a brand new show on Indie Rock.
Here I am trying to get someone to come in and host the shows to take away the stress from you.
This is not going to be hosted by me. Mm-hmm. This is going to be hosted by a friend of mine. As soon as I work out all the details with him and his significant other, they're both going to do it. It's going to be a male and female running 1 week. A male will run it, 1 week a female will run it, and it's going to be a show that just stay tuned to Facebook. When I have basically crossed the T's and dot the I's, then I will speak with Bling. Bling and I will meet with these two, and
that's what I was waiting for, because I haven't even heard anything about this
I've
yet.
been speaking with them this week, and it seems to be going well. It's going to be a Retros 80s show.
Ooh-ah!
So people like Talk Talk and Naked Eyes and Flock of Seagulls,
That's it.
Everybody
liked Flock of Seagulls, and anybody who went and got that hairdo, in the old days, send us some pictures in the station here. I'd be very curious as to see how, because I was even one of those idiots who wanted to get that hairdo at one point, and thank God I didn't do it. Yeah, because it was like a French flip, I think, like a French comb over. Oh my God!
It was freaky, but I was gonna originally do the retros, and I said, you know what?
Yeah, we need fresh blood, man. We love having new hosts over here at the the family's growing every day, and we give birth to some great artists and some great DJs and stuff. And you know what? It's working for us because it shows it in the numbers and it shows it in the charts. And local people are really paying attention to us now, when before they thought, oh, just another internet radio station. Well, they see we're here to stay and we ain't going anywhere. So
no, and I realize that the valley is only going to grow bigger. We know that. And it means I may have to put a bit more time into the valley, and I may have to put a bit longer because I'm going to put what the people want to hear to keep the valley running the way it should be. You know? And if I do a third show, I'm not going to have the valley's not going to suffer.
No, if you do a third show, you're not going to have a life, John. You're going to be. Your wife is going to give up on you. You're going to be living in some valley in some tiny little cabin because you've devoted all your life, just you and a computer, trying to sit there and get a Wi-Fi signal, trying to get your shows uploaded because you are obsessed with your work.
Yeah. No, I have too much work with the valley with the amount of releases. Just to let you know, over the last month, there's been over 500 new single releases and Christian artists.
Yeah, which
so
is
for
another
me to go through
conversation.
that, it's a lot.
Which is another conversation we're going to have next show, and get a little bit deeper into that. So one last note: often duplicated. Often. What is this expression? I had it in my head a couple of seconds ago. Often copied or something and never duplicated. We are indierockradio.ca. You know what? As soon as they think they're going to copy us and do what we're doing to be successful too, we're already on the next change. So enjoy the ride, boys.
Yeah.
Have a good one, folks. A long one. Yeah. Enjoy. Have yourself a wonderful evening. This has been Indie Scene with Bling and, of course, a special guest, John Blakemore here. And we'll see you all again next week. Same time, same place, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And coming up next, John's taking the helm for The Valley here on indierockradio.ca. See you then. Ciao.
Bye.